Today I thought I'd take you to 3 very different Olympic locations, starting with beach volleyball in probably the most iconic arena of the entire event. I'm really excited about this. My friend Ann, who we're gonna go meet there, was able to secure a couple of tickets, and I bought one of those off of her. And even though it rained all night, hopefully it's a good one. So the public transportation app actually highlighted the fact that there was a parking station here. At the different arenas, they have parking stations where if you have like a rental bike, your own bike, or even a Baylib, you can drop it off here and then walk to get in, which is great. I probably could have weaseled my way closer because I do know the area, but I wanted to try it out and see how it went. It is unfortunately still like a solid walk to get there. I'd love to ride my bike straight up to the front door. So they're funneling everybody through just a few points of entrance, so thus the little bit more roundabout way of walking and why I couldn't ride my bike all the way to the stadium. Although that guy's riding his bike. I wonder if I could ride my bike. Okay, next time I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see how far I can get on my bike next time. That's gonna be my goal. But for today, we're headed to the Eiffel Tower, the stadium, to watch beach volleyball. And then I thought we'd check out 2 other kinds of locations. One is a publicly open location, the central stage at Hotel de Ville. Just go check that out. I haven't even actually seen that on TV or anything because I haven't watched any of this on TV yet. And then a private location for one of the major sponsors, but I'm gonna leave that to your imagination because we'll see how that goes if I get in. And if I do, I'll take you with me and we'll see what it looks like to go hang out with the big money donors. I think it'll be interesting. I have no idea what to expect from that either. So we're on a journey today. We're gonna discover a lot. Let's go watch some beach volleyball. Security was pretty smooth again. I feel like the app gives really good directions as far as where you need to walk. And then getting in through security was pretty easy. Just had to show your QR code a couple times. Finally got it scanned. They have this really interesting security that you just walk through and it scans and they kind of flag people over if they want to check you or not. There are concession stands here again. They are unimaginative. I would say bring your own food if you're going to be hungry. And double check every arena to see like what the rules are because each one has its own rules as far as what you're allowed to bring in. Some will allow you to bring in water bottles, others won't, for example. So just want to double check that in advance. But yeah, wasn't super impressed last time. It is passable, but I also may not have felt super great after eating what I ate at the volleyball game. So keep that in mind. Without getting into too much detail, I think I'm over here. Made it to the front of that line and they ran out of water. So I'm in the next line hoping to get water, which meant no drinks. But the interesting thing is they do have fountain drinks here, unlike at the indoor volleyball, which makes the reusable cups, I mean, at least arguably sustainable. It's a good step in the right direction. They do have water refill stations at every venue. I didn't bring a water bottle because I was on my bike and kind of in a rush. So I'll just refill this, I suppose, if I need more. A couple of notes about this whole experience. 1, they do have toilets. 2, stepping outside just to get in the shade for a minute, it's really nice. It's in the 70s, but the humidity is really high and the direct sunlight, it's hot. Wear sunscreen if you're coming to any of these outdoor events. I'm glad I did. A little worried I didn't wear enough. And a hat, obviously, if you've got one. And not only did they run out of water, but something to be aware of is they only accept Visa for payments. So it's cash and or Visa cards. Visa's a sponsor, so you want to make sure that if you show up with your cards that you bring a Visa. We're missing out. I got to get back in. We went from the Czech Republic beating Austria, the reigning world champion Czech Republic, to I don't know, there's a women's match on now and I don't know who's playing. Switzerland and someone else, I'm pretty sure. Well, I think beach volleyball might be the only way to get this view this year. It's gonna be about the only time you see it from the Champ de Mars. In the end, it was really generous because I thought we were only gonna get 3 matches. I wasn't even sure what we'd get. With the indoor volleyball, we got one game, and here we got 4. And I'm actually leaving a little bit early from the fourth one because I gotta go get Cooper out because he's been home alone for a little bit long. It's pretty hot. Wanna go make sure to check on him. So I'll double down on the recommendation that you make sure to bring your own food if you're coming to this, and bring a water bottle. Like if you can bring even an empty water bottle, you'll be able to fill it up on the inside. And that'll save you a little bit of money. And also, you know, there's better food to get elsewhere, which I guess is the time to plug my guide, ParisInMyPocket.com. I haven't plugged it on my vlog in a long time, but you know, you get all my recommendations. And there are some things I love very close to here, including some great coffee shops. We made a video about that recently. But next, I'm hoping to go check out Hotel de Ville and see what's going on down there, what the vibe is. And from there, we might get into one of the houses. This has been a ton of fun so far though. And I feel like everybody's making it the most fun they can. They've got people here just saying, thanks for coming, have a nice time, in these like lifeguard chairs. And then they're rooting for whatever teams they see as they go by. And it's really nice. This has been fun. They're putting in a good effort to make it a really fun experience. So we're switching it up because the corporate sponsor has air conditioning in their house. I did go home and take a shower. Yes, it is boiling out. And so we're gonna go somewhere where it's nice and cool. And then from there, we'll go check out what it looks like at Hotel de Ville. And I hope we get a chance to go see the Olympic torch because I haven't seen that yet in person. And I think it's probably the coolest Olympic torch I've ever seen in my adult life, in my whole life, in the history of the Olympic. It's up there. But for the moment, what I'm mostly interested in is air conditioning. The sponsor in question is not a sponsor of mine. It's a sponsor of the Olympics, Omega, for watches. Hopefully they don't mind that I'm bringing outside merchandise into this, but we'll get it figured out. And the only reason I'm getting in is because of Ashley.
Yeah.
And the only reason that I'm not getting in is because of Cooper. It just means Cooper misses out on the air conditioning he so desperately desires. Basically, they just said no pets. So we will get in there again soon. I'll definitely show you the inside of that. You're just gonna have to stay to the end of the video after all. I'm ready for some football. It's still gonna be good. This is the US women's team. We got really lucky. Very excited. This is just an aside to thank my patrons, including today's patron producer, Melissa Thurman, for sending me out to do this stuff, because if it wasn't for you guys, it's not cheap to go to Olympic events. I would not be able to afford this if I wasn't supported by my community, and I'm happy to share the results. Come out and get to see this kind of stuff. But this ticket specifically was given to me by my buddy Eric, who's here with me somewhere. I'll find him. Thanks, Eric. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you for your support so much. It means the world. And I hope you're enjoying getting this inside track to the Olympics if you couldn't be here yourself. Anyways, back to the other events. You can see Parc des Princes anytime. Big football stadium. Let's go check out something you might not get to see every day. Okay. Just a little regrouping here. It's been a very long, hot day. Omega will get slotted in at the end, but from here we're gonna go to Hotel de Ville to see what we can see. Hopefully Cooper doesn't get us kicked out of there too, Cooper. And then we'll go see what we can see for the torch, which is what I'm so excited to see this torch. Have you seen the torch yet?
No.
Do you know? You don't even know what it looks like?
I don't even know what it looks like.
Oh, that's exciting. And I haven't seen the inside of the Omega house yet, so we're both going into some of these things blind.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Cooper is making this hard on us twice. Cooper, can't you just wear a hat and pretend to be a people for a minute? All right, dog-induced technical difficulties. We'll be back tomorrow to try this again. Hey, nice swag. All right, attempt number 2.
Attempt 2. All right, let's see. We'll have Cooper with us this time, for sure once.
Do it.
Oh my gosh, congratulations on your gold medal win.
Thank you so much. This carpet feels really cush, actually.
It's very plush. I love this.
Thanks for bringing me to the Omega house.
Of course, welcome, bienvenue to Mi Casa de Omega.
Mi casa es su casa.
I mixed a little Paris, or French and Spanish in there.
Let's go get some air conditioning. Right?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Great.
Rehydrate with some bubbly.
Yes. Always the best.
Okay, this is an incredible experience already. We've only been here for 5 minutes. They have a whole lot of history, some timepieces, a lot, obviously. Some Olympic history. You can see some medals that I didn't even know existed before I got here. And then you can do a fun 360, what would you call that, victory lap?
Victory lap, yes. But in case you didn't know, Omega has been the official timekeeper of the Olympics for a long time.
That's like a long history of it, right?
Yeah.
That's what they had in there.
Yeah.
And they had a little tumbleboard. What do you call that? Like the old airport style, like tick, 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 tick.
I don't know.
But they had one of those going that was like letting you know who's winning, that are their ambassadors, and so that's pretty cool. So all around, I feel very fancy right now. As usual with Ashley Weston, you go out and you feel very fancy.
Only the best. For the best.
Hey, the croque du jour. that means crock of the day.
And fruit salad.
Oh, wow, I zoomed way too far.
You really know your camera angles.
What about it?
I said you really know your camera angles.
I've done this a few times. And this is really, really good crock, actually. I would eat them more if they tasted like this. So my understanding is that a lot of the major nations, I've seen maps of how different nations have houses around the city. So there's like a US house and a British house, and some of the sponsors like Omega also have their own houses. So they're private locations that people can go and watch the games, have some food, have parties. Some of the places actually let you buy tickets. Among the rumors that I've heard is that the UK house costs £150 to get in, and the US house costs $300 to get in, which used to be the exact same amount, but now that's changed a little bit in recent history. And then Omega, you can't actually buy your way in. The only way that I got in there was because of Ashley. It was really nice. Everyone was really lovely. The food was great. Bottomless free booze and food and just friendly service and a giant screen to watch the Olympics on. Not a bad setup at all. Thank you, Omega, and thank you, Ashley, for having me. Now I'm gonna go meet up with my friends Katie and JJ. We're gonna walk over to the river. We're gonna try and see the torch if we can get to it. And then we're gonna go back to the Hotel de Ville, check that out, although that scene did not look nearly as active, and then we'll go from there. Probably. Rasputin's a whole other character. He does have the coolest song, so. Okay, so we could have gotten tickets, but they said they're victims of their own success and there are none available right now. We'll try to get back in. We got another week to do this. But it looks so cool. Anyways, you'll get to see it at night, hopefully, when it goes up.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, we'll get another couple shots going around, let's see if we can get a look. Talking about doing, I definitely had what felt like a very opposite experience. This is what I can tell you about getting into this place, is that the entrance is from the Louvre side, so if you are standing by the Louvre with the gardens to your back, we've got the Tuileries behind us, and you can obviously see the balloon. You do need to reserve. I'll put the QR code on the screen now so you can reserve your tickets now if you're going to be coming, see if they're available. There are none available today. I was told it was free. I should have assumed that I would need to get tickets to come in. I will definitely come back to see it up close. But the most important parts are that you enter from the Louvre side, get your tickets in advance, walk on in, and then check it out. It looks super cool. And my hope is that they're going to be sending it up every night so I can get a shot of it at night while it's floating above the city. But yeah, it's amazing. I love this thing. Cheers.
Oh. Chin, chin.
Cheers, Jay.
Salud.
Just taking a quick beer break, and then we'll go see Hotel de Ville, because it is hot out here. We got this close, and then they closed the barrier on us. Well, I think it's probably too full. Not enough people are exiting, so everyone's watching something, but I'll double check to find out. And now they're moving us out of here. This will happen another day. Okay, so it turns out that it was actually a forgotten package. This is a good reason to make sure you don't leave your bag behind or a box or whatever, because now they're emptying everything out to make sure that it's not a bomb. So I might try again tomorrow, but to be honest, I feel like this is not going to be that impressive. I'll show you what little I saw from the outside yesterday. There's screens to watch. There's a basketball court. There's some fun stuff to do, I'm sure. It's free. You should definitely try it out. Do I really want to come back and try again tomorrow to see it in the heat? Not really. I might though. But if I don't, thanks for watching.
They're cheering on them.